Hey, what up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome into the live. Welcome into the live. Welcome into the live. How y'all feeling? This is definitely going to be a good live. Make sure you guys tap into this live, man. This one just kind of fell on my lap. I didn't see this one coming in, so we're going to definitely get into this live here. Welcome in. Tap in. Tap in. I'm just sending out the notifications now, and then we're going to get it going in the next 2 minutes or so. Just a second, y'all. Portland, Oregon in the building. I see you. Welcome in. Let me just make sure these notifications are sent out. And then we going to get into it. Cali in the building. What up? Just a second, y'all. I don't know why YouTube takes forever to load the viewers now, but it'll update in a second. So let me just do this real quick. And then we going to get into it. Let me see if I can find the live. Okay. Let's give it another minute or so. Let me make sure this post went out. And then we're going to get it. What up, bro? Greens from Trinidad. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Welcome in from Trinidad. Welcome in. All right, okay. Then hit that. Maryland in the building was good. Let's give it another minute or so. And then we're going to get into it. And then people will catch up when they catch up. Let me just see if I sent this out. All right, cool. Who else we got? Okay, Maryland. All right, okay. So let me get into this live, man, because this is something that definitely caught me off guard here. All right, let's get into it. So I was actually about to go to bed not too long ago. And then I came across a clip on my Instagram. By the way, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, my handle is CTABANZ. So I see this, actually, I see a post from Instagram, right? And I see this post, and the following post says, let me go to the post itself. Okay. So this is the post that I see on Instagram. And it says, he made us lock in. We knew once he joined and he was going to be committed that we couldn't be doing nothing half-ass. It then continues on. Kobe's impact on 2008 was special. Wish he was here for this. Now, as you guys know, they're celebrating the what do you call it? The Hall of Fame. And they're also celebrating the the Redeem Team. So during this celebration, they also started bringing back some of those players from the Redeem Team, like Darren Williams, Michael Redd, Dwight Howard, I think Carmelo Anthony, some other players that I can't remember. I don't know if Amari Stoudemire was on that team. I don't know. And today they were doing the Hall of Fame induction and all of that. So we then get to the point where you see the footage of LeBron James saying the following, and I was absolutely stunned. So let me play what LeBron had to say about Kobe Bryant's impact. Take a look. Take a listen to this.
How'd you feel when you found out that Kobe was going to be on that team?
Let me play for y'all one more time.
LeBron, one thing I always wanted to know: how'd you feel when you found out that Kobe was going to be on that team too? I mean, you're playing with all these stars, but all of a sudden you had a chance to have him on your team also.
I think it was just the missing link that we needed in order to regain the dominance. With Team USA, he brought a sense of seriousness to the team. He made us lock in, and we knew once he joined and he was going to be committed that we couldn't be doing nothing half-ass. Cole wasn't going for that, so it made myself, CP, D-Wade, Melo, we all locked in even more because we wanted to show him that we could get to that level as well. So it was just an honor to be out there with him. I was 23 years old, and he being out on the floor with him. He had already won championships before and things of that nature. So it was levels that I was trying to get to, and D-Wade had already won one, and so we just wanted to get to his level and make him proud. And by the end of that trip, we was hosting that gold medal on top of that podium. We for sure, man.
Ron, one thing I always.
All right, so there's another post here that I saw that I'll share with you guys just a second. And the other one is this one right here from Basketball Forever. And this post says Kobe Bryant's Olympic record in the Olympics is 36-0. Kobe Bryant has never lost a game in the Olympics. Not even once. Not even one time. Michael Jordan also has a perfect record in the final, in the Olympics. And it says LeBron on Kobe Bryant during the 2008 Olympics for Team USA. Let me play what LeBron said here from Basketball Forever.
The missing link that we needed in order to regain the dominance, with Team USA. He brought a sense of like seriousness to the team. He made us lock in, and we knew once he joined that he was going to be committed. That we couldn't be doing nothing half-ass. Cole wasn't going for that, so it made myself, CP, D-Wade, Melo, we all locked in even more because we wanted to show him that we could get to that level as well. So, it was just an honor to be out there with him. I was 23 years old, and he being out on the floor with him. He had already won championships before and things of that nature. So it was levels that I was trying to get to, and D-Wade had already won one, and so we just wanted to get to his level and make him proud. And by the end of that trip, we was hosting that gold medal on top of that podium. We for sure made him proud, for sure.
Now, I'll play it one more time. Let me see if I can find the right clip.
Ron, one thing I always wanted to know, how'd you feel?
Just a second, y'all. Let me see if I can find the one of the clips here. Now look at this clip here. They're asking who was the captain on the team.
You were the captain.
Hold on.
So, J-Kid, you were the captain. So, the team was loaded. How'd you keep everybody involved?
Great question. I might have been the captain. I was more like the water boy, the towel boy. The clock, I kept the clock to make sure everybody was on time. No one was late. Asked everybody what Gatorade color they liked.
Stop it.
So now we know who said that.
He's the only one that's never lost a game in international play ever.
Ever. Right. Absolutely.
So you stop it.
Do you see this group? I'm riding their coattails.
Yes.
So, Jason Kidd here. Few things. Jason Kidd was one of the team captains with Kobe in those Olympics. He was one of the team captains. Jerry Colangelo did not want LeBron on that team. Do y'all know that? Do some of y'all know that Jerry Colangelo did not want LeBron on the 08 Olympic team? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that he was so immature in the first run that they didn't want him on the roster? They felt that if they could get Kobe Bryant on the roster, that would be all that they needed. So what ended up happening was, this is already documented, by the way, guys. I'm not making this up. I think we even did a show about it. Jason Kidd ended up being LeBron's chaperone. And Jason Kidd was the one that was supposed to be looking after LeBron. This is a true story. This is already reported. I think we did a show on it. If not, we'll do a show about it. So J. Kidd was there to ensure that LeBron was going to be serious because he was very talented and all of that, but he wasn't serious. Then Kobe gets there, and he immediately becomes the alpha of that team. Immediately. I remember this because I was old enough to remember them covering the Olympics. They said the moment Kobe walked in, everybody knew that the best player in the world was there. Everybody knew this. Amari, Dwight, Melo, Wade, LeBron, they all knew that the best player in the world had walked in. They all knew that. And what happened was Kobe said to, I think, who was the coach of that team? Who was the coach? Mike Krzyzewski. I can't even talk. Coach K. Let me just say it like that. Coach K. And Kobe goes up to him and tells him, I'm not going to play. I don't want to have anything to do with the offense. I'm going to guard the other team's best player throughout this entire tournament. And Coach K was confused. He's like, you're the best player in the world, and you're talking about you don't want to shoot. You just want to play defense? And he said on the first play or during the scrimmage, there was a loose ball, and Kobe Bryant dived over the bench or whatever it is, the table, to save the loose ball and fell on the floor. He said when all the other players saw Kobe, who was the best in the world, go out there and do that, they all fell in line. All of them. All of them. Now, the question is, to the people out there that said Kobe Bryant was never the best player in the world, to the people that say that, the Nick Wrights and all of these other Thundercats out there, why will LeBron be saying what he just said? And I'm going to play it for y'all again. LeBron had to tell the truth because Redeem Team documentary exposes that Kobe was the alpha and brought that Mamba mentality that no other player had. Absolutely. But if he was better than Kobe, and you got people like Draymond Green and others, oh, he's been the best player since he walked in the NBA, why was he saying that Kobe was the one that needed, once Kobe walked in, we know we couldn't screw around anymore? Let me play the sound for the people that just walked in. By the way, I think they sped up LeBron's voice. I don't know why he sounds like this. Let me play it for y'all.
Ron, one thing I always wanted to know, how'd you feel when you found out that Kobe was going to be on that team too? I mean, you're playing with all these stars, but all of a sudden you had a chance to have him on your team also.
I think it was just the missing link that we needed in order to regain the dominance, with Team USA. He brought a sense of seriousness to the team. He made us lock in, and we knew once he joined and he was going to be committed that
Shout out to Terrell.
Doing nothing half-ass. Cole wasn't going for that, so it made myself, CP, D-Wade, Melo, we all locked in even more because we wanted to show him that we could get to that level as well. So, it was just an honor to be out there with him. I was 23 years old, and he being out on the floor with him. He had already won championships before and things of that nature. So it was levels that I was trying to get to, and D-Wade had already won one, and so we just wanted to get to his level and make him proud. And by the end of that trip, we was hosting that gold medal on top of that podium. We for sure, man.
Ron, one thing I always wanted to know.
So you heard what LeBron had to say there. Now I want to play what Jason Kidd just said as well.
You were the captain. So the team was loaded. How'd you keep everybody involved?
Great question. I might have been the captain. I was more like the water boy, the towel boy. The clock, I kept the clock to make sure everybody was on time. No one was late. Asked everybody what Gatorade color they liked.
Stop it.
So J Kidd is being funny here, but there's something you guys maybe for the new people that just came into the live, y'all got to know. Let me see this clip. So there's something y'all got to know. J Kidd was the chaperone for LeBron on that team, and Coach K didn't want LeBron James on the team. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. We did a show about it. Coach K did not want LeBron James on Olympics. Let me see if I can find it. We did a show about it. Let me see if I can find an article. I can't find it right now. But I remember that. Not Coach K. What's the guy's name? Not Coach K. I think it's Jerry Colangelo. Let me see. I think that's his name, Jerry Colangelo. I think that's his name. Let me see if I can find it. We did a show about it, but I can't find it right now. Yes, LeBron James was almost left off of '08 Olympics team. Let me see if I can find the post. Yes, Hooper's Paradise. LeBron James was almost left off the 2008 Olympic team because of his immaturity issues in earlier Olympic trials. Former team coach Mike Krzyzewski told managing director Jerry Colangelo to NBA elders the issues of James's immaturity and downright disrespectfulness had become a consuming topic on the march to the Olympics. The course of history could have been changed dramatically because there was a real risk that James wouldn't be brought to the Beijing based on fears he monumentally talented, whatever. It then continues on. When the mandate had been to gather these immense egos and get the NBA's greatest players to fit into a program, no one had a more difficult time meshing into the framework than James. Other players made it a point to learn the names of staffers and modestly go about their business without breaking orders and brash demands. No one could stand James as a 19-year-old in the 2004 Athens Olympics, nor the 2006 World Championships. Officials feared James could become the instigator of everything they wanted to rid themselves for the '08 Olympics. For as gifted as James was, Coach K and Colangelo subscribed to the belief that with Kobe Bryant joining the national team in 2007, they could win a gold medal in '08 with or without James. Behind the scenes, officials had taken to calling James's inner circle the enablers. No one ever told him to grow up. No one ever challenged him, and yet James was still a powerful pull for his teammates, and everyone had to agree they could no longer let the bossy and belittling act go unchecked. These weren't the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Team USA wasn't beholden to him. After the NBA witnessed the behavior of James and his business manager, Maverick Carter, during the 2007 All-Star game, the commissioner sent word to USA Basketball, to USA Basketball, the league wouldn't force James on them for the Olympics. Before Team USA gathered for 2007 tournament of the Americas in Los Angeles, an unmistakable message had been delivered to James through Nike. Unless you change, we're serious about leaving you home. Legacies were on the line, one league official said, and they weren't going to let LeBron F it up for everyone in China. And it goes on and on and on. I can post it in the comment section for you guys here to go read it yourself. Right there. We had gotten another source about this. But that's what it said. So what we just witnessed now was this. LeBron was honest in what he just said. He was honest in what he just said on this Hall of Fame stage. And the reason he was honest was because of this. There was no room to spin. This wasn't Mind the Game podcast where you would have Steve Nash just nodding in agreement the entire time. He couldn't tell a lie. Do you know why? Because he was on stage with everybody that was there. He said, give it a rest. Matter of fact, let me give you a rest. Let me go ahead and block you. Then I can give you a rest. I don't think I've ever blocked somebody, but I think I'm going to block your ass. You complaining, but you here. So let me give you a rest and you go home. Let me give you a rest and you go home. Now you can have a rest. All right? Go to bed, pumpkin. Good night. All right, we're good. Let's continue on. So he's on the stage with all of these guys that were there. He couldn't lie. He couldn't be like, oh, this happened, that happened, this happened. Oh, this didn't. He couldn't lie. How you going to lie on a stage full of everybody that was there? So the only reason I'm doing this live is one, to show Kobe was the best player in the NBA for a long time. He was the best player in the NBA for a long time. And number two, If you're supposed to be ahead of Kobe Bryant and all of that, y'all let me know the instance in Kobe's career where he needed somebody to hold his hand and take his work seriously and lead a pack of all-stars. Kobe led a pack of all-stars. Him and Jason Kidd. So from the best of the best, he led them. That says something about you. That says something about your leadership. He wasn't following nobody. When he came in and shut out to Turaw, he said LeBron's defense got better. Turaw, bro, let me tell you. D-Wade said it, I remember. He said, when we first got there and Kobe walked in, we all thought we were hard workers. We all thought that we were hard workers until we spent that time with Kobe Bryant. Now, if you know anything about Kobe, Kobe was a very, very private person in terms of he's not giving up the game when he's in the competition. Kobe wouldn't work out with like nobody unless he worked out with you players that probably he didn't feel they were a threat. But Kobe would definitely be, you would not see him on the Banana Boat crew. You would see none of that. He was very much his own person. So what ended up happening was he was clearly the best player in the world, but now these guys got to see this guy in action and his regimen and how he went about his day and how he trained. And they're like, oh my God, no wonder this guy's on the level that he is. Look how hard he works. There's stories about this. Guys showing up for breakfast, getting ready to go to scrimmage or practice, and they see Kobe drenched, like, he's like, yeah, you ready? He's like, I already did my first workout. I'm just here for breakfast and now going to go do the scrimmage. They're like, what is this? Guys are going out to the nightclub or coming back from the nightclub at 4 a.m. Kobe's going back to the room or whatever it is. He's going to the gym. He doesn't need to talk. He doesn't need to say, hey, guys, come with me to the gym. No, I don't need to talk. But my behavior is showing y'all that I'm serious. And I'm so serious, y'all are beginning to look unserious standing next to me. Standing next to me. All of these dudes looked up to this dude. All of them. But then what happened was when it was time to now start painting narratives and distorting reality, we all got to act like we've been the best since we ever walked in. Kobe already had experience. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. What experience did Kobe Bryant have? What experience? That was his first Olympics. Those guys had experience. Those guys actually had experience. They had lost in Athens in 2004, 4 years prior. Kobe had never represented the USA, ever. Now, if you're talking about experience in terms of being an NBA player, well, those guys weren't rookies. Those guys were not babies when they came in. LeBron was, what, in year 5 in 2008? D-Wade was in year 5. Melo was in year 5. These were not little spring chickens running around here. These were adult NBA players. These weren't like, let me see how old. I mean, don't give me the thing as, oh, Kobe had experience. Don't do that. Because what, LeBron was 23. What was Kobe doing at 23? Kobe Bryant at the age of 23, he had already won all 3 of his titles or 2 titles already. Kobe was already getting, but like these are little babies. Now let's not do that. You're in the NBA for 5 good years. He had experience, but he hadn't been a part of the Olympics. And the main reason Kobe went, because I remember, because I used to follow him, one of the reasons Kobe went to the Olympics was because, number one, he viewed it as a way to stay in shape over the summer, to continuously play. Number two, after the disappointment of losing, he could now put his focus on something constructive because he wasn't winning championships. So he was able to channel the frustration from being a Laker and not winning onto the court. I remember all of this. So for the new people coming in, I'm gonna play this one more time for y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all go. So let me play this for y'all one more time of what LeBron had to say here about Kobe's impact on the Olympic team.
The missing link that we needed in order to regain the dominance, with Team USA. He brought a sense of like seriousness to the team. He made us lock in, and we knew once he joined and he was going to be committed that, we couldn't be doing nothing half-ass. Cole wasn't going for that, so it made myself, CP, D-Wade, Mello, we all locked in even more because we wanted to show him that we could get to that level as well. So, it was just an honor to be out there with him. I was 23 years old, and he being out on the floor with him. He had already won championships before and things of that nature. So it was levels that I was trying to get to, and D-Wade had already won one, and so we just wanted to get to his level and make him proud. And by the end of that trip, we was hosting that gold medal on top of that podium.
So you heard what he had to say. Somebody said that 08 Olympic team needed Kobe and LeBron. No, they didn't, bro. No, they didn't. That 08 team would have won without LeBron, bro, but they needed Kobe. They would have won without him. You had other players that were playing too well. I think the number one scorer on that team was Dwayne Wade, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. It was either Dwayne Wade or Carmelo Anthony. I think it was Dwayne Wade, if my memory serves me right. They didn't need him. They were a very versatile team. If I go back and look at that roster, let me see. I can name some players. What is it? NBA 2008 Olympic team. Who was the Olympic roster? 2008 Olympic. All right, so that team had, I remember some of the players. So they had on that team Carlos Boozer, Jason Kidd, LeBron James, Darren Williams, Michael Redd, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, Chris Bosh, Tayshaun Prince, and Carmelo Anthony. Not to say that, LeBron didn't contribute. Nobody's up here saying that. No, I'm not saying that. But to say they needed him, I wouldn't go that far. He had already been on the team before, you remember? He had already been on that team before. Don't you guys remember? So it's not like as if like he had already been there. Let me see this post right here. Look at this right here, bro. Look at this. 36-0. He never lost a game in the Olympics. Never. Never. Not even one time. Not even one time. Michael Jordan also has a perfect record. I think Michael Jordan's like 28, 20. I forgot his record, but he never lost as well. Kobe never lost. Not even one game. Never. So I just wanted to do that just to give Kobe Bryant some props. Push his legacy forward a little bit more. Keep his legacy alive. And that was my piece on it, guys. Anyway, guys, appreciate you guys for being a part of the live. And we're going to catch y'all on Monday. Y'all have a good one, man. Y'all have a good one. Good night. Good night.